So after 4 months of no travel, today is the day. I'm taking my two girls and we are going from Denmark to Greece for our summer holidays. Our flight goes from Billund, which is the second largest airport in Denmark, to Vienna, and we have a layover in Vienna, and then from Vienna to Athens. So I thought I would document this very unique trip. Obviously I've traveled hundreds if not thousands of times in the past, but this is the first time that we're traveling in this sort of situation. Most of Europe has opened up, and so we are now allowed to travel. We have to wear, from what I understand, in all of the airports and during the flights, we have to wear masks. So this is my mask, and I thought it might be interesting for all of you to see what travel is like in Europe at the moment. And so I'll be chronicling the journey. Starting now, we are in the bus, a public bus, heading to the airport in Denmark. So we're at the airport now, and it's very quiet. There are just a couple of people waiting outside. Behind me you can see on the doors it says that face masks are required, and we're going to go inside and see what the situation is like in there. So we are, as I said, at the second largest airport in Denmark. These are the flights right now that are leaving today. As you can see, it's not a hugely busy airport in normal times, but as you can see, it's almost empty today. There's some people here and there. Everybody's wearing, the people that I see are wearing masks, and we are going to be proceeding now to through the security check, which I don't expect will be any different from how it normally is, and then on to where our gate is. So there was nothing different about the security check, and now we're heading up to the area where the waiting area is and the gates are. These are the flights today. There are 5 flights from here today, and we're heading upstairs. Everywhere you can see these keep distance, keep moving signs, and we're going up to where the duty-free section is. At this time of the year, this airport would normally be very, very busy with people going on holiday, so it's a little bit strange to be here with it almost empty. All the staff are wearing face shields rather than masks. And of course there are hand sanitizer stations every couple of feet. Yeah, so really nobody here. So I've switched out my mask because the other one was hurting my ears, and I put on this surgical mask. One thing I do have to say is that there have been no delays whatsoever. The airport is very, everything is running very efficiently. People are seem to be following all the guidelines, and things just move along, very, very smoothly, I'd say. The only difference with normal time is the lack of people, of course, in the airport, and the fact that we are all wearing masks. But other than that, there were no delays going through the security check, and our flight is on time, and we're just waiting for the gate to be announced. So it's a very interesting feeling getting on a plane after 4 months for somebody who's so used to traveling all the time. And so here we are. Hi. And so I must say that it feels so good to be back on a plane again and to be about to travel. The boarding procedure has been very smooth. People are keeping, a distance, but nothing too extreme. Everybody's just calm, and just normal travel conditions, really, except for the masks. So we've taken off now. We just took off, and I'm so happy I could cry to be back in a plane and traveling again. All good. They've come by for cabin service and offered some different options like coffee and snacks and so on. and you're allowed to take off your mask when you're eating or drinking. So I will do that to have my cappuccino. So we've arrived in Vienna and we're just getting off the plane now. Just disembarked in Vienna, and I'm curious to see if there's going to be any kind of check, any kind of temperature check or anything else here. It doesn't look like it, but we'll see when we get inside the airport itself. Vienna airport, things are definitely a lot busier than they were in Billund. A lot more people. Obviously it's a much bigger airport, and still we see the same masks being worn by everyone. We were not tested, our temperature was not taken anywhere, though I didn't really expect that, since Europe is for the most part all opened up again. Lots more flights from here as well. I think a lot of the flights are quite full actually. This one going to Crete. We're headed to Greece as well, so it's nice to see that there are lots of people getting on a flight to Iraklio and Crete. One of the benefits of traveling now is, of course, no lines at security. There, you just walk right up to the belts, and see behind me, there's really nobody. So that's one of the good things. We're here in Vienna, and just going for our connecting flight, which is going to be in a couple of hours. It's a lot more busy here, as I said, than Billund. A lot more flights coming and going. Sort of more normalcy, I would say, than what we experienced this morning in Billund. Not a lot of social distancing, I would say, to say the least. But everybody does have a mask on, so I guess that counts for something. And we're getting on our flight to Athens now. It seems that on this flight they're handing out sanitizing wipes to everybody getting on. Interesting. We're given one of these when we got on the plane, and I've opened it to find that it is this. I'm not quite sure how I'm going to sanitize things with this, but good thing I brought my own. For reference, here is the wipe that we received in relation to my finger. And here's a normal wipe. Okay. As you can see, this flight is packed, the one from Vienna to Athens. So I'm hoping that that bodes well for Greek tourism, that many flights will be filled coming into Greece. So just arrived in Greece, finally, and we're heading into the airport. We have to hand in something that's called a passenger locator form that we filled in online. And then apparently there is a possibility of random testing being carried out. Hopefully that won't be us. We shall see. So they are doing random testing here. So no random testing for us, but this is the area where they're doing this. As we go through, we were kind of waved across. And yeah, they've set up these areas right here in the airport. So we're heading out to baggage claim. That was it. And as soon as we get outside, we're going to be able to take off our masks. So we're here in Athens. Everything went well. And my takeaway from all this is that thankfully things are looking like they're getting back to normal. You do get used to the mask. You get used to traveling in this way. I think people are a bit more maybe tolerant and patient because of this whole situation. Everybody knows we're in this together. So yeah, I'm happy to be traveling again, and hope you all get out there and start traveling again soon. So happy summer holidays, and see you soon. Masks off here in Athens. It's a nice balmy 32 degrees Celsius. We're happy to be here.